Is the Unicorn Society, as I am so often told, the very best coaching group for gym owners? Maybe so, maybe no. Honestly, I can't help. I'm a real talk. The answer is it depends. In this video, I shall give you my completely biased and not to be trusted thoughts. My name is Mark Fisher from businessforunicorns.com, and yes, I have the great honor to help facilitate the Unicorn Society, which is our exclusive coaching group for brick and mortar training gym owners. And we are just launching now enrollment for our mid-year enrollment, and it's kind of an interesting moment for us. So let you in behind the unicorn curtain over here. We are nearing a wait list. We don't really have any more spots. We're committed to staying around 100 members because we don't have a massive coaching staff. I think the main thing for you to understand that's a little bit different, this depends basically on the different coaching groups do this differently, but I think a strength, I'd put it in a strength column, is you're gonna get a lot of individual coaching and attention. So we allow up to 60 minutes per month per member in one-on-one coaching calls, and you can have your staff do it. You can do it in 2 different 30-minute calls. We also have office hours every week. We have, I think at current, we're up to 6 or maybe even 7 office hours. So every day, if there's a thing that you need immediate coaching on, if you can't get into a one-on-one slot, you are welcome to just show up for this office hour. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with other approaches. I realize sometimes you get, a weekly or bi-weekly Zoom call. We also have that too. We have bi-weekly coaching calls where mostly Michael Keeler facilitates a smaller group of Unicorn Society members to work together to share wins and crowdsource solutions when people are running into issues. And I promise, I'm gonna tell you what from my perspective is not perfect about the Unicorn Society. That's coming. So we have the one-on-one coaching, we have the bi-weekly group coaching call, and then we have another piece I think is massively valuable, which is the quarterly retreat. So every 3 months, we go somewhere really, really cool. Recently we went to Vegas, soon we're going to the Hudson Valley, and then each year we do one that is virtual, because we know in the final quarter of the year, there's a lot of stuff going on, there's a lot of travel. In each of our retreats, our Unicorn Society members come together, oftentimes bringing their staff, and we have one day of content on one particular topic, like marketing, sales, people management, and then we do a second day where we have 2 tracks. We will do quarterly planning for people that want to use that space to plan out their most important priorities and create clarity for the quarter ahead. Or if you already have systems for that in your business and you already do something like this with your team and you prefer this to be some time with your time for yourself, we have a second track, which we call Track B, which usually Keeler will facilitate with some sort of leadership and personal development programming. And of course, in addition to the structured content, you get to do a lot of friendshipping with your fellow gym owners, go out for awesome meals, go out for drinks, and just connect with like-minded people and candidly share what's going well and where you're having challenges. So if you're like me and you love travel, it is super awesome. And as you might know, I think travel actually is a big piece of thinking well as an entrepreneur. In addition to the one-on-one coaching, the bi-weekly group coaching calls, and the quarterly retreats, you also have access to the Unicorn University, which is a number of courses broken down by topic in our learning management software. There's also a content library that's constantly being organized in ways that make it more effective for you to come in and understand, okay, this is my issue, I need help with hiring, so I'm gonna absorb the playbooks and content on this particular topic. We also have a private Facebook group, which is yet another source for community building and on-demand crowdsourcing. And finally, you also get the opportunity for us to train your team. I think this is, I still think this is something that most of our members don't utilize to the extent that they could. Now, if you've been on this channel at all, you've already seen the awesome video about the must hire to have some freedom in your business, to have a sous chef, which is someone that can be responsible for the business enough that you can take some time away, like going to a Unicorn Society retreat. And depending on the size of your team, again, we'll train everybody. They all get access to Unicorn University. So if someone's struggling with time management, you can assign them the course. If someone is on your sales team struggling with sales, you can do a call with one of our coaches and we'll coach them on it. This is one of the best ways to get better results with your business and leverage so that you're not having to do everything on your own. We will train your team for you. And I think that is worth its weight in gold. Now, let's talk about some of the reasons Unicorn Society might not be a fit. One thing that is obvious is, listen, I am not personally on team, just put it on your credit card, right? If you can't afford it and you are gonna be completely freaked out about money, this might not be the time yet. In that situation, please take advantage of the Business for Unicorns podcast, these YouTube videos, read our emails. We have all sorts of free resources. Get the results first and then hire us once you have that money, right? Additionally, here's another thing I wanna highlight is if you do not have a sufficient amount of time in a week to get things done, it's not gonna be 100% ideal unless you're really ready to take action. Because here's the thing, if you're working 35 hours per week on the floor, well, you're not gonna really be able to take advantage of this, and then no one is winning. It's not gonna be good. However, I will say this, if you're working 35 hours per week on the floor and you're really ready to make changes quickly, this might be the kick in the butt you need, because I gotta concede, that can be a benefit of this too, frankly. It's just you have skin in the game, and you got Michael Keeler just staring at you because you didn't do what you said you were gonna do. For a lot of people, that's the kick in the ass that they need. And then finally, this one is, I think, a little bit mercurial, which is, by the way, a pretty cool word. But I think ultimately there's something to be said for finding the right stylistic fit. Listen, you watch these YouTube videos, maybe you watch it and you kind of hate watch it and you find some good things, but you find me annoying. Maybe you don't want to do the unicorn side if that's the case, right? I think that is part of the equation. Listen, if you're looking for mentorship, you want someone that has ideally walked the walk, you want someone that knows what you're going through, and you want someone that moves in the world in a way that is reflective of your values. We might not be the right fit for you. That's totally okay. I'm not saying that we have to be the right fit for everybody. I am saying we are incredibly proud of the work that we're doing. I am saying consistently our members are breaking revenue records month over month. Our retention is out of this world. We are rarely ever using anyone. I promise you something is really, really special right now in the Unicorn Society, and we are running out of spots. So our anticipation is once we hit our peak, which I think we will probably in the next few weeks here, we will move to a 1 in, 1 out model. I think the Unicorn Society is absolutely on fire right now. We are hitting our peak and a special thing is happening. And if you are interested and you want to be part of it, now is the time. Click the link below, fill out that application, get your name on the list, because there's a chance it's already too late by the time you've watched this video. And if there is room left, there's not a lot of it. So go ahead and like slide under the door as the door shuts here until we find out some other way to scale the business. The Unicorn Society for us is not about having the biggest business in the world. We want to be the best at what we do, and we're constantly looking to improve it. And although we're so happy with what we're doing, we want to be masters of running this size of business before we look to scale very aggressively. So that's the real talk right from the unicorn's mouth. If you have any more questions, you can always shoot me an email at mark@businessforunicorns.com. You can always go over to businessforunicorns.com, check out the landing page where we answer all the questions. Everything's very transparent, what you get, the pricing, you can find it all there. And it is my hope that if you think it's the right fit, you'll take action, and I will see you soon, maybe for a phone call. As always, thank you for watching these videos. If you feel so inclined, maybe hit that subscribe button, because soon enough, I'll post more videos that will give you more actionable tips, psychological frameworks, and philosophy. And if you hate that, then you probably don't want to do Unicorn Society. But if you like it, maybe you do.